Hey, I'm Pops. And yeah, when I was a kid, Saturday mornings was an event. Event television was cartoons are going to be on. Which channel did you watch? You switched channels. You moved around. You bob and weave between shows. You saw. And the irony is, in hindsight, it always felt like we watched everything. We kind of knew, but you didn't want to be the kid on Monday who didn't watch certain things. So whether it was Scooby Doo, Spider Man, old school cartoons from Hanna-Barbera and otherwise, you were watching Saturday morning cartoons. And it's all fallen to the wayside. So without further ado, my version of Saturday morning cartoons here with you. I'll be dropping in some Looney Tunes. Then we'll do a little review where I'll talk about a show that I love, Batman Animated Series, which I think is the best animated show of all time. I'll do another review of those. You'll find that I have a long list and a playlist full of me going through the different series here. It's a great episode. You don't want to miss me talking about that. Then go back to some cartoons. That's right. Max Fleischer's Superman, the original Golden Age adaptation from the Fleischer animation is just phenomenal. We'll do a segment of that. And maybe we'll do a little bit more. We'll see how much time is permitting. But let me say this, adding in those old school commercials, giving you that feel of what we were experiencing, the thrill of watching cartoons together, hanging out, having a good time. That's what it's all about. Thanks for watching, folks. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Slinky toys are fun toys.
It's Slinky, for fun it's a wonderful toy. What walks downstairs alone or in pairs and makes a slinkity sound. A spring, a marvelous thing. Everyone knows it's Slinky, it's Slinky, it's Slinky. For fun it's a wonderful toy. It's fun for a girl and a boy.
Slinky is a toy product of James Industries.
An unusual thing happened recently. Some Cabbage Patch Kids were born with beautiful corn silk hair. Look, everyone said. You can wash and curl their hair and braid it and style it lots of ways. And they have their own brush they can hold. Seems as if they could have a different hairdo almost every day. And they always love to be loved, a lot.
Cabbage Patch Corn Silk Kids with everything you see here, each sold separately from Coleco.
It's the Star Wars Creature Cantina that you put together. Action figures each sold separately. You can make them move on revolving discs with the action lever. You can even make them fall.
Gotcha, Hammerhead. Got him. I told you not to follow me, Guido. You owe us money, Han Solo. You're not going to collect this time. Wow, what a weird place.
Kenner's new Star Wars Creature Cantina. Action figures sold separately.
Looney Tunes coming up next.
It's here. A force so phenomenal. A power of such interdimensional proportions, you'd think it was right out of a movie. It is, and it's only at McDonald's. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and their Ninja Zords have landed. You can get a break, and your kids can get a more phenomenal Ninja Zord and action figure set for just $1.59 when you buy a Happy Meal or large sandwich. Collect them all. They're here to save the world.
Sir? Yes? You gonna eat all those fries?
Have you had your break today? I've had enough of this jungle.
It's Indiana Jones, a large-size action figure.
That boulder's coming in fast.
He's new from Kenner's Raiders of the Lost Ark collection.
Stay low, Indiana. They're right behind you. Use your whip. Whoa, I'm slipping. Oh! A snake pit. Get me out of here. Snap.
Indiana Jones, a large-size action figure from Raiders of the Lost Ark collection, new from Kenner.
tamales, you see them boiling in the pot. Hot tamales, get them while they're good and hot. Hot tamales, see them boiling in the pot. Hot tamales,
Introducing the greatest matador in all Mexico, Punchy Pancho. And in this corner at 999 3/4 pounds, Slapsy Maxi Rosenbull. That crowd roar. Slapsy Maxie's in his corner. We're all set to go. They're waiting for the gong now. And there's the bell for the first round. Punchy Pancho's out first in the center of the ring, and Slapsy's spurring around ready to come out fighting. And there he goes. He's charging Pancho.
Nice piece of material, I think, maybe.
Oh, look at that! Pancho's off. The bull is after him. Pancho makes for the fence. The bull close behind. He looks bad for Pancho. Pancho gets to the fence. He's up and over. He's safe.
Look at that crazy bull. Oh, what a dope. Oh, what a stoop. Oh, that guy is a whack. Oh, he's punchy. Oh, look at that crazy bull. Oh.
The screwball in the side pocket.
Oh, that bull is killing me. Oh, what a punchy palooka. Oh, the Zapper's a pushover.
Hot tamales, red hot tamales. Get them while they're red hot, nice and warm. Get them while they're red hot, nice and warm. Yes, senor. How many, please? All right, well, yike!
Hot tamales? Hot? Who's afraid of hot?
Get great mornings of cartoon fun weekdays starting at 6:30 with our high-flying hero, Mighty Mouse. At 7, join the musical misadventures of that fabulous foursome, the Banana Splits. Then at 7:30, there's wild fun in the skies with Dastardly and Muttley. At 8, see more heavenly adventure with Josie and the Pussycats in outer space. And it's all topped off at 8:30 by our favorite cat and mouse chasing team of Tom and Jerry.
He's checking the course. Can he make it in 15?
Now it's me against the clock.
Introducing Big Wheel Rally Cycle. Big Wheel with built-in rally timer. Fat racing wheels. Spin-out braking lever. Orange racing pylons. He made it!
I can do it in 10.
Big Wheel Rally Cycle with rally timer and pylons. Assembly required. From Marx.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, my. Look out!
Gee, am I hungry? I could eat a saber-toothed tiger. Well, anyway, half a one. Well, this isn't getting me breakfast. Here, Fido. Well, thanks. Now, come on, I'm famished. Well, I'll bet you're cranky before breakfast, too. Be quiet. Yum, yummy. My favorite vegetable, duck. Gosh, that duck acts like he's crazy.
That is correct. Absolutely 100% correct.
So that's that's the way it is, eh? All right, then. Fine thing. No swimming. Other cavemen get to go swimming, but I never get to do anything. Well, what are you looking at? Don't just stand there. Do something. Now go get it. The big lummox. Well, now isn't that clever? The hunter's helper. Now come on.
Not bad for a guy that never took a lesson in his life.
Wait here.
Here you are, girlie.
Gee, thanks a lot. Well, just what I wanted. A duck breakfast. Gee, I can hardly wait. Come on, Fido. Almost there. Golly.
You know, maybe that wasn't such a hot idea after all.
Good night, folks.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey, what's that say? ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. A great game from Chef Boyardee. It's played just like a spelling bee. ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. Just spell it out and then yell it out. ABCs and 1, 2, 3s.
ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. A good hot meal and so tasty. Plus, first one to spell a word wins.
Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee. ABCs and 1, 2, 3s.
With and without meatballs.
Aliens! Yo, Hicks! Something big is in the air!
It's the alien flying queen! And her gruesome gorillas! Send in the ultimate space marine, Atax, disguised in his big, bad bug suit!
He sneaks in and takes him out!
But the flying queen unmasks him! Send in Hicks and the heavily armored evac fighter!
Send in the Marines!
Blast them!
Yeah!
And bottle them! And it's bye-bye bug, each sold separately!
Aliens!
Mercy. I rice cars, Keebler. See the ricing stripes? We bake cookies. See the fudge stripes? Wow.
We put stripes of chocolatey good fudge on crisp shortbread cookies, so Keebler fudge stripes taste chocolatey good outside, crispy good inside.
Mmm, delicious. I bet these fudge stripes go fast.
Keebler Fudge Stripes, Fudge Sticks, and Deluxe Grahams. Chocolatey, crispy good.
New Purina 100. 100. New Purina 100.
Introducing new Purina 100, the best-tasting cat foods Purina puts in a can. They're 100% nutritious, 100% delicious, so juicy, so tender, they taste like a million.
100. New Purina 100.
Purina calls it 100, but it tastes like a million.
Next, it's Batman the Animated Series on Disney XD.
Yes.
Hey, this is Pops, and I find Batman Animated Series to be among the best of the best. And the recent episode that I'm covering, Harlequinade, is probably one of those that's very underrated. Paul Dini's script is phenomenal. We get a great examination of the character that's been, I don't know, kind of really misunderstood over the last few years. She kind of was invented on the show and has become like an iconic character associated with the Joker. And here we see sort of an unlikely friendship between her and the Batman because the Joker steals this bomb, right? He shows up at a bidding war, if you will, and ends up getting this bomb. And now Batman and Gordon are there like, hey, so we got to figure something out. Where'd this bomb go? And it is kind of abrupt that he would turn to Harley for help immediately rather than having some general, I don't know, detective work or anything like that. We see her in Arkham. There's some little back and forth with it. You can basically appeal to her as a way of getting her out, which, again, why would he even do this? Like, it felt out of character in some ways, but it was also really interesting to see all this.
You help me find the Joker, and they'll write your ticket out of here. If you promise no double cross.
Ah, shoot, take all the fun out of life. Shake?
Batman has to be a little short with her because she acts up right away, pressing buttons in the Batmobile, nearly causing them to crash. And he has to lecture her like, you know what, you'll be in trouble, little girl, if you don't do what I say. So it's fine. It does create some interesting tension and things like that you wouldn't normally see out of all this. And of course, when they get to this one little hideout, her hyenas are there, and he's kind of like caught off by that.
Hi, babies! Mommy's home!
So it does play nice. This is really kind of a fun episode, if nothing else. And then ultimately she gets into her gear, and they show up at this location where everybody's there. And come to find out, she's tried to trick Batman into this, but Robin, of course, kind of followed some of the breadcrumbs. He's there to help out and get Batman free.
You see the way I handled those creeps? Pow! Bam! Ooh, Batgirl, eat your heart out.
And they're there now to figure out what's actually going on with the Joker, where he actually is. He's there preventing the mayor from actually using the police force. So the Joker was kind of pulling some of the strings and kind of figuring things out for himself to make sure he could keep control of the situation and keep the bomb longer to allow for himself to not only be entertained, but obviously some more leverage, right? So all that I think works out really, really great. And the Joker, of course, voiced by Mark Hamill, is just obviously phenomenal, like he always is. It's just some of the best stuff that's in the entire series. He is just fantastic in every way. You have the sort of back and forth before you get to the fact that they're sort of reconciled. And it's like, you know, the typical stuff, you know, what do you see in this guy? He makes me laugh. He makes me smile, you know, before, you know.
Harley?
Hi, Puddin'.
Quinn, we had a deal.
Deal's off, B-Man. No one ever said anything about hurting Mr. J.
So it does give you a lot of Harley's backstory. It gives you a lot more information that we needed. It also gives you sort of the fun elements of their relationship, but also like turns it on its head because Joker has no problem just throwing her under the bus as well, which isn't something that she always thinks about, right? Because he set the bomb off. He wasn't going to go by Arkham and pick her up, right? So Batman does a good job of, during all of that. And here, mad face Harley.
It's lucky you were here, Harley. The countdown sequence didn't leave Joker enough time to swing by Arkham and pick you up.
Well, here you are, so I can save myself the trip.
Don't forget your little pets.
I'll buy you a goldfish. Let's go!
I think this was actually kind of an underrated episode. This is an episode that I would not have thought of and would not have kind of put near the top of the tier, but this is a really solid episode. It gives you a lot of depth in her character. She does have a little last minute place where she kind of knocks the Joker out, and then of course the Joker's shooting his own plane down basically, and then of course the gag, she actually does pull the trigger even though he taunts that she won't. And of course, there she is, like, oh man, it's so really good. And man, I tell you what, the one thing is dynamic voice work. This keeps the focus really on the villains, keeps the focus on the Batman Harley sort of partnership, very much like old 80s comedies did back in the day. And I think it was just really, really, really good. I think that there's a lot of fun moments that kind of play out in this one that we don't really see enough of in modern stuff. The Joker and Harley stuff has been twisted and warped so much in so many different ways now. We don't get what we really do want with them being together and their dynamic. They're too busy trying to lean into, this new version of like slutty Harley Quinn and all that type of stuff, which and making her way more powerful than she is, whether she uses different, devices and her doing acrobatics and fighting like a Black Widow would, things like that. I don't know how would she have been trained to do all that? Like it's just too much. Her being like this sidekick girl and stuff, this works perfectly. It's phenomenal. You love her. You're cheering for her the whole time. It really is. And Batman having to be forced into sort of like a straight guy role where he's not allowed to really be too assertive because he's trying to figure out how not to scare the Joker into using the bomb too soon before he can intercede. So it is interesting. It's just different. And I think this is why I like this one a lot. How do you kind of get your head around all the different things that, because I don't think Harley gets the credit. Like does Arlene Sorkin's name get mentioned enough? Because she's phenomenal as a Harley Quinn, right? She's just great. All the other characters are kind of mentioned. You have the stuff that ties into the greater universe without having to show us a lot of stuff. And this is why this series does really well, because it can give you moments and all the stuff you need to tie things together and enjoy a bigger cartoon series, both for kids and adults alike. And that's when something is great. That's when you're on something special, when you've done that. And this series does this time and time and time again. This is technically the final episode of season 2. It's sort of like it's the I think it's in May of '94. Then the show comes back in the fall in September. So that's the difference between season 2 and season 3. I know it sounds weird by today's standards, where you have this 1, 2, 3 year gap or longer between seasons. Back then, seasons were divided by the springtime season versus the fall season. I know it's hard to believe. And the fact that the show actually wasn't around as long as people think, it just really wasn't. So very excited to do more of these. Very excited to do a lot more focus on Saturday morning cartoons and animation stuff, because I feel like we're just not doing any of that. So this is a good one. Make sure you guys go check it out and tell me what you guys think. I am Pops.
Baby, you're the greatest.
Coming up next is Superman on Boomerang from Cartoon Network.
At the edge of the universe, 400 men and women are probing the immeasurable blackness of space. Their leaders are an Earthman with no fear and a stranger with no heart. Travel beyond our time and solar system, into new galaxies, into worlds beyond your dreams. Star Trek, every week, in color on the NBC television network.
To help them in their never-ending battle against the evil Decepticons, the Autobots create a new breed of robot, Dinobots.
Transformers, more than meets the eye. Dinobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. The Transformers.
The Decepticons are attacking! The Dinobots will get them! Can't beat the Dinobots!
Sold separately from Hasbro.
Come to the Honeycomb Hideout.
I'm Big Betty, and I'm tired of small cereals, so give me one with a big bite.
Honeycomb's big, and it's got a big bite.
Right. Honeycomb's part of a balanced breakfast, and it gives you a big bite.
A wacky roller printer inside. Put it together. Ink it. Roll it. Footprints. Look at the footprints. Wow. Far out. 3 wacky roller printers, one in each specially marked box of post honeycomb cereal.
Gotta have my pops.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird.
It's a plane! It's Superman! Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to soar higher than any plane. This amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
Nuts, popcorn, get your hot roast.
All right, folks, only a dime. 1/10 of a dollar. You're just about to witness the most amazing sample of Toxicolian art the world has ever seen.
Sorry, old fellow.
Fine thing. Ace newspaper woman scares monkeys.
Ace newspaper woman reviews circus. What an assignment.
Yeah, too bad, Lois. Looks like a great night for a murder or fire or something.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. Just rang up with
That's your cue, Lois.
The show's about to start. Only a few minutes before the performance begins. So hurry, hurry, hurry.
Get going, Joe. Let's see what's cooking. This is a job for Superman. Lucky Lois. Always gets her story.
And luckily, she lives to write it.
Thanks to Superman.
Saturday, May 7th, Larger Than Life Toys and Comics is celebrating Free Comic Book Day. Come on in and pick up your free comics. We'll also be giving away free gift bags to the first 25 customers for over $1,000 in prizes and giveaways. Stop by and meet members of the 501st Stormtrooper Division, as well as Batman and the Joker. We'll also be featuring legendary artist Joe Jusko, artist for Wolverine, Vampirella, and many more. Larger Than Life Toys and Comics, Great Northern Mall and Clay. Doors open at 9 a.m.
He's like many of us, mired in the routine of upward mobility, but all that is about to change. With an unexpected trip to a place called Cleveland. A romance with a girl named Beverly.
He's my boyfriend!
And an adventure beyond the imagination of the average duck.
The duck's a lunatic!
George Lucas presents Howard the Duck, a Willard Hike film, a Gloria Katz production. Rated PG. Now at select theaters. Check newspapers.
This GAF Fumaster is a lot of fun. What do you think?
It's really interesting. The three-dimensional color pictures are extraordinary. I find these how to play football reels very instructional. I always considered the GAF Viewmaster an ingenious invention of great educational value.
Gee, I always thought it was just a lot of fun.
Up in the sky, look! It's a bird! It's a plane! It's Superman!
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to soar higher than any plane. This amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
On this peaceful island, crowned by the great volcano Mount Mauna Kea, occurred the mightiest eruption that ever shook the earth, burying the beautiful city beneath it in molten lava and creating destructive tidal waves that raced around the world. For 300 years, this mighty volcano lay dormant. A new and more beautiful city sprang up at its base. But now, after centuries of inactivity, slight tremors are being felt. At the Bureau of Meteorology, a group of scientists watchfully check delicate instruments to determine the seriousness of this renewed activity. And I want you to send me some real stories. Now, here are your steamship tickets, and here are your press passes. You'll need these down there. Goodbye, good luck, and for Pete's sake, see if you two can work together for a change. Right, Chief.
So long.
That's funny. Say, Lois, do you have my press pass?
What makes you think I've got it?
Sorry, sir, but you'll have to get one down at headquarters.
Thanks. You go on ahead, Lois, and I'll join you later. Now, what did I do with that?
Poor Clark. Too bad he lost his pass.
And from all indications, we can expect things to start popping at any time. In order to save the city, we've decided to blast the higher rim of the crater, thereby diverting the flow of lava away from the city and into the ocean below.
Is the chief in? I'd like to see him about a press pass.
He'll be back shortly. Won't you have a seat?
Thanks. Wait here. Hello?
Hello? Send up that car. Hello? Hello? Miss Lane?
Blast! Blast!
Look out! No, Miss Lane, this way. Lois.
This looks like a job for Superman. How's the story coming, Lois?
Oh, fine, Clark. Too bad you weren't in on it.
Maybe I would have been if I hadn't lost my pad.
Mauler, Mauler, goes where others fear to go. The incredible Mauler, rise for G.I. Joe.
Look, Cobra soldiers. The Mauler will get them.
The G.I. Joe motorized mauler holds 4 Joes. Goes left, right, forward, and fast forward. Batteries not included.
G.I. Joe, hero.
Yo, Joe!
G.I. Joe Mauler, other Joe and Cobra figures and equipment sold separately from Hasbro.
Speed buggy.
That's me.
Speed buggy.
Next Saturday on Fox Kids, Goosebumps has a new neighbor, Erie, Indiana.
The center of weirdness for the entire planet.
A town where your mind plays games with you.
Gotta wake up.
And your eyes play tricks on you.
Bigfoot eats out of our trash.
Uncover the bizarre on Erie, Indiana, next Saturday morning at 9:30 on Fox Kids.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird!
It's a plane! It's Superman!
faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound, this amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
And I still say Manhattan rightfully belongs to my people.
Possibly, but just what do you expect us to do about it?
You have a newspaper. Publish the truth. Have the island vacated immediately.
It's fantastic.
Why, that's ridiculous. Ridiculous? Maybe modern science will make you think differently.
I've never heard anything so absurd. You know, from the look in his eyes, I'd almost believe he was in earnest.
No, he's just a harmless crank.
Come ahead, Miss Lane. You wouldn't want to miss this story, I'm sure. Just a precautionary measure. Now, Miss Lane, get ready for the greatest story of your career.
Come on, Kent. Let's get out of here.
This looks like a job for Superman.
A girl is still down there.
Lois, the old island looks just as good as ever.
That's right, Clark. Thanks to Superman.
There they go again! And now Coca-Cola Classic wants you to get us ghosts too. They want you to become a Ghostbuster. They say you could win the Ghostbusters 2 Ectomobile. Just grab an entry form where Coca-Cola Classic is sold. We dare you to send it in. So become a Ghostbuster. See if we care.
Surrender, mutant. Give him the forecast.
Omega level threat detected.
Days are over. Marvel Animation's X-Men 97, now streaming on Disney+. All new Hasbro product inspired by Marvel Animation's X-Men 97, now available at retailers nationwide.